welcome to another video episode of my podcast. My name is Cheryl, and this is Cappuccino Crafts, my little channel on YouTube and my corner of the general interwebs where I like to talk about knitting and crochet and also books that I'm reading or listening to, and TV or movies that I'm watching and enjoying, and other life and general chatty things that I want to share with you. Thank you very much for choosing to watch this video and spending a little bit of your time with me. I really hope you enjoy it. So please settle in, get yourself a delicious beverage of your choice, and get your yarn, your hook, your needles, or your embroidery project, or some fiber and a spinning wheel, whatever you need, and let's settle in and have a good crafty chatty time. So today is July 20th, Monday. It has been another whole week, and it was a pretty good week for me. Yeah, I hope that things went okay for you and that that you're doing well. This is still for about 10 more days, 10 or 11 more days. It is still Jane Austen July. And I am loving my Pride and Prejudice. It is so good. And this is my first time reading it, although I feel like I've read it before because I've watched the BBC mini from 1995 with Colin Firth and Jennifer L. so many times. Yes, and I recognize the dialogue because they took most of their dialogue directly from the book, and all my favorite scenes. Anyway, yeah, so loving that. And I finished watching the Lizzie Bennet Diaries on YouTube. It is a YouTube channel, the Lizzie Bennet Diaries, and it is like an indie production, a vlog version. Like if Elizabeth Bennet lived in the early 2010s, because I think it was made in 2012. Yeah, if Elizabeth Bennet lived in the early 2010s and had a vlog on YouTube. And the episodes are all super short, so it's really easy to watch. You can just watch it for, 3-4 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever time you have. And I finished it last night, and the ending was so good. And I loved it. I loved it. It's really good. So if that sounds like fun to you, check it out. Yeah. Also, I guess we're starting with books today because I was so excited about Jane Austen July. So I am continuing to read Who Do You Serve, Who Do You Protect, which is about police violence and police brutality directed toward Black people specifically, and also some of the essays. It's a collection of essays, and some of the essays also include indigenous people and other non-white vulnerable populations. So yeah, and it centers on America, and police brutality in America toward those populations. And it's really informative, full of information, well researched and, full of facts. And yeah, I'm going through it slowly because I really want to process it. It is a lot to process. And this is kind of a new, I haven't really delved into the aspect of policing and police violence in America. It's kind of a new topic to me, so I'm not familiar. And so I just want to make sure I take it in. Also, I did, last week I said I'm probably going to have to wait on those holds that became available on audio from the library, and I did. I put those off. They'll become available to me later. I'm still in the wait list for them. But I did pick up I picked up one of the audiobooks that I had kind of stopped listening to a couple 3 months ago. So I went back to what's the title? Why can't I think of the title right now? It's a sci-fi one. It's I'll put the title in the video under here. I don't know why. I'm just having a moment. But it's translated from Chinese. It's a really excellent sci-fi novel. And I'm glad to be back in that story. Yeah, so that's the reading. Now, let's get to some crafts. You may notice, if you have watched earlier episodes, I am wearing a finished object. I finished, and I even trimmed all the ends. I trimmed all the ends that I'd woven in, and I am wearing this Streamline tank is the name of the pattern, and I'm wearing it today. Let me stand up so that you can see. I'm wearing like a long camisole under it because it turned out slightly cropped, which is okay. And I like wearing something under it. Here we go. You can see the bottom. You can see the side. I like this little detail where it has a little split bottom. It was designed that way, and I really like it. Yeah, so here it is. The Streamline tank. Finished, and I'm wearing it, and I love it. It's very comfortable. It is a cotton and bamboo with a little bit of nylon elastic. I think maybe like 7 to 10% nylon elastic. And the rest is cotton and bamboo. So it's very breathable, and it's also very loose fitting. It was designed to be kind of loose and breezy, and I really like it. Also, I am getting close to the end of my second sleeve of my Buds and Branches pullover, which I am enjoying. So, one finished object and one nearly finished object. Yeah. So, have I cast on or started anything new? And the answer is no. No, I haven't. But I have been planning and preparing to start a new project so that I'm not like left hanging when I don't have anything left to. Well, no, I could go back to that blanket, but let's be real. My scrap blanket is, I'm not going to touch it in the summer. It is too hot. And it is a big blanket now. I'm about 1/3 of the way through, and it's big and bulky and hot when it's in your lap. So I am not touching that in the summer. So that was not an option. So I spent a little bit of time looking through some searching patterns on Ravelry and thinking about what do I want, what would be fun, and I chose something that's going to be a little bit of crochet. I thought that would be a nice change of pace. It's going to be like a lacy cotton lace. This is some cotton thread in a pretty kind of aqua teal color. And I'm going to make like a lacy kind of scarf, just like a summer accessory. Just light and airy cotton lace, real pretty and fun to work on. Definitely a big change of pace from the sweater and the tank and the socks that I finished. Yeah. So the pattern, I'll tell you about it next time after I've started it, but I have downloaded it and saved it to my phone, and it is ready to go. And in the next day or two, I will probably start crocheting. This is probably the hook I'm going to use. And yeah, so that's crafting and crafting plans. I wonder, what are you working on, and have you had any finishes? What do you like to work on in the summer? Does your crafting change in the summer? Yeah, I'd like to hear about that. What kind of summer projects do you like to do? I like small. I mean, I just am finishing this sweater. That's not very small, but I do tend to like smaller projects, or things like in cotton or plant fibers that are summery fibers. I don't work with a lot of wool in the summer because it's just really warm. My woolly colorwork sweater is the exception to that, of course. But yeah, and socks. Socks are small, so they don't hang in your lap, and even though they're wool, it's fingering weight yarn. It still works really well for the summer for me. Anyway, yeah, and TV or movies. I've just kind of been watching random stuff, not really anything exciting. I mean, I finished Stormpiercer last week, and that was a great series. And I love the finale. I haven't started a new, like, really interesting TV or movie. Haven't watched any Jane Austen movies. I was watching the YouTube thing. That was my Jane Austen video adaptation, was the YouTube channel. So I do plan before the month is over to watch a Jane Austen movie. There are a few that are available right now on demand that are free to me, either on Netflix or Hulu or on the cable subscription that I have. Yeah, so that's kind of that. And yeah, are you watching anything fun in the summer? Have you found any summer watching that you enjoy? Yeah, I'd love to hear about that too in the comments and chat about that. Or what is your favorite? If you enjoy the Jane Austen stories, if you like watching Jane Austen adaptation in movie or miniseries form, or if you've seen the Lizzie Bennet Diaries, I'd love to hear about that. If you've seen that YouTube adaptation. But yeah, what is your favorite Jane Austen video adaptation? I'd love to chat about it. And do you have a favorite Jane Austen character from any of her stories, her novels? I'd love to hear about that. Who is your favorite? I love Lizzie Bennet. I do. I think Lizzie Bennet is my favorite. Although there are some Jane Austen, I have not seen the adaptation yet, and I haven't read the book yet. I'm still, so I have not completed all of Jane Austen yet. I came late to the party, but, so that may change over time, over the years, and I might discover a new favorite Jane Austen character. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's all I have to talk about right now, and I hope that you are doing well. I hope that wherever you are, you and all your loved ones are safe and in good health. And yeah, I hope that you are enjoying all of your creative outlets and hobbies and crafting. And